Well, I needed a break from all the violence and gore this week, so I watched The Love Bug on Disney Plus. This was super nostalgic for me. I used to watch these movies Sundays on The Wonderful World of Disney, and I remember being super excited whenever it was a Herbie movie. And this one's a lot of fun. It's an interesting look at the late 60s. It has some great shots of San Francisco. Of course, the awesome racing scenes. I think they do a really good job of bringing Herbie's cartoon-like qualities to life, IRL. And there's a lot of green screen work here that I'm sure looked amazing at the time. While Buddy Hackett is hilarious, some of his jokes are very much of their time and it would not fly today. And there are some very dated portrayals of Chinese culture. I'm not sure what that's about. It could be just a tie into the San Francisco thing. Never actually say the love bug in this movie. They just call him the little car or Herbie. I think that's interesting. I think that speaks to the marketing of this movie, and they had to probably change the name to make it more appealing. Anyway, I had a blast watching this. Love Bug is a great movie, a classic Disney film that's entertaining throughout. Give it a watch if you're in the mood. See you at the movies. I was surprised that Herbie Rides Again brings back none of the original cast, except for Herbie, of course. This one is more of a zany San Francisco caper, which I think became its own subgenre of film in the mid-70s. I had a blast watching this movie. I absolutely love the villain. Keenan Wynn is just awesome as Alonzo Hawk, an evil real estate tycoon who apparently was in a few different Disney films of the era. He's just a perfect, loud, Trump-like asshole who's trying to tear down Herbie's home, of course. The other standout in this film is Helen Hayes, who plays Herbie's little old lady owner. She is hilarious, a real-life version of the Looney Tunes granny, basically. I think these films do a great job of capturing that classic Disney animation energy, but in real life, Herbie can pretty much drive anywhere and do anything he wants. And this film really pushes the envelope in terms of the special effects that show us that. The only negatives are the dream sequences. One is just unnecessary, and the other is weird and unfortunate. Just Google Herbie Nightmare to see what I'm talking about. See you at the movies. Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo is a return to form for the franchise in a few ways. It marks the return of Dean Jones. It's a racing movie like the first one was. And of course, Herbie is back to his rebellious ways, much more than in Rides Again, I'd say. Herbie has to foil international jewel thieves in this one, which along with Don Knotts officially makes this the most 70s thing I've watched all year. Knotts is that classic character we love so much. He has perfect comedic timing. The guy can act against a car so well. I love Don Knotts. This film does drag a bit during the racing sequence. These idiots keep trying over and over again to stop Herbie so they can get their stolen diamond back, and I only need to see that so many times. This one's also lighter on the Herbie special effects than previous films, maybe a lower budget, but they do save the best for last. You know when that Herbie music comes on, something crazy is going to happen. I wish that music was on TikTok. But I can't stop now. Next up is Herbie Goes Bananas. See you at the movies. Herbie Goes Bananas is probably the weakest entry in this series, but it still continues the strong comedy tradition of pairing comedy legends with our favorite love bug. In this case, it's Harvey Korman and Cloris Leachman, who are both amazing, hilarious, and legendary, you know. Herbie's in Panama for most of this, and like all of these films, this does a great job of capturing a specific time and place. The rest of this cast is pretty bland, I'd say, except for this kid, Paco, who is the only one who knows Herbie's secret in the film. This is an excellent child actor. He calls Herbie Ocho, which I love. He just carries the whole movie. It seems like this series was legitimately trying to appeal to a global audience. The Americans are always the butt of the joke, never a local. I think this was also an attempt to reboot the series with a new young cast, and it ends on a very positive note, but the movie bombed at the box office, so the Herbie of my childhood ends here. I want to know what your favorite Herbie movie is. See you at the movies.